was that underlying message that people walked away with after watching The Secret?
That you can have, do, or be anything you want if you controlled your mind. It was about the law of attraction, and the law of attraction is basically saying whatever you focus on with energy and repetition is what you're going to tend to bring into your life. And so the movie was an introduction to that idea. And I'm specifically using the word introduction because so many people over the years criticized the movie. And they said the movie just promoted wishful thinking, magical thinking. It just said, hey, if you sit in a chair and visualize a bike or a car, a doorbell's got a ring, and there's your bike or your car. And I would criticize the movie for that as well. I am a massive take action guy. I've written 76 books. You don't get those kind of things written by sitting and imagining a book written. You have to actually get in front of the computer, get on the keyboard, and start writing. I'm a musician. I have 15 albums done at this point, recorded and being sold. You don't get that much material done just by sitting and wishing for it. So I tell people the movie is an introduction to an idea. It's a frickin' movie. It's not the be-all and end-all to self-help. It doesn't tell you everything you need to know. And I also tell the people who are criticizing the movie, who say it doesn't talk about taking action, I'm in the movie saying you have to take action. People blur over that part. You know, they kind of let it block out of their mind. But I defend the movie, whether I was in it or not. I would still say, go watch that movie. It's an inspiring movie. It gives you a clue how to use your mind to go in the direction of what you would prefer to get more of the results that you would like to have. The very first step is you have to become aware of your current thinking. Most people don't realize that their thoughts are in the toilet, that they're listening and to themselves say negative things about 70,000 times a day.
70,000.
70,000. There are some research studies that are showing it's higher than that. And the other thing that's more startling is that they're mostly repetition. They're the same thoughts. There are things like, I'm not good enough, it's not going to work out, this stuff works for other people, works for Joe Vitale, but it doesn't work for me, works for the people in The Secret, but it doesn't work for me. They want to do things, but they think you know, the economy's wrong, the president's wrong, the timing is wrong, I don't have enough education, I don't have enough experience. All of these kinds of negative thoughts keep people shut down. They don't go for their dreams. They react to life, they kind of crawl through life with no enthusiasm, no sort of energy, and no belief in themselves or the possibilities of something better. What the law of attraction is teaching people is that you have a choice. You can change your thinking. One way to look at this is the thoughts you're having right now are primarily negative. So that's the first thing to notice. Your thoughts are primarily negative. The second one is you're not your thoughts. You are separate from your thoughts. And this is massive, earth-shaking news if somebody's hearing it for the very first time. There have been books that are called You Are Not Your Mind, You Are Not Your Brain. And what they're saying is these thoughts that we're having them. We're not them. If we can detach enough to go, oh, here comes that I'm not good enough thought again, and let it go by, we are one step removed from it. Now we've clipped off that energy that was causing us to feel bad because of that thought. So that's the second step, is to become aware that I'm not my thoughts. Third step is to start to generate what you do want to think. And this is where things like affirmations, positive thinking, positive statements, instead of saying I'm not good enough, begin to say I am good enough. Begin to say this can work out for me. If this material has worked for other people, why can't it work for me too? You know, I'm human, they're human, and you can start to rebuild your software of the mind, if you want, if you will. And these are all elements. And then there's, you know, we can get into details like what you're going to tend to bring into your life are things that you think about a lot. Most people think about the things they're afraid of, the things that they're worried about. I tell people, why don't you start thinking about the things you love, the things you're passionate about. You're going to go in a new direction. You'll be happier, you'll be healthier, you know, you're going to have better momentum, better enthusiasm. So the repetition of that is going to be a big thing. Emotion, going with those feelings of passion, is going to fuel you to go in a direction that you prefer. And actually having an image. And the image could be a graphical representation of what you want. It could be a house, it could be a car, it could be a job, it could be a pile of money, it could be spiritual awakening, whatever you can do. Because the brain, the reticular activating system in the brain, responds to repetition, imagery, and emotion. So all of this is in the direction of, it's like a condensed course on how to redirect your life, but becoming aware that you're not your thoughts, those negative thoughts, you can let them go. You can start to create new thoughts. You can actually aim where you want to go by choosing what you want, getting an image of what you want, fueling it with passion and love, and then you can start to create it almost organically and automatically.
And why as humans do we tend not to do that? Where does this negativity come from? Is it an old survival instinct?
That is exactly, you don't even need me to answer these questions. No. You already know. It is an old survival instinct. What we're on alert for, we're hardwired for it. We're on alert for danger. We're on alert for anything that can stop us from breathing, from living. And so our reticular activating system, that part of our brain in the back of our head at the top of the spine, is already hardwired to be on alert for anything that is a threat to you, your loved ones, your life, and all of this. And so negativity and fear and worry are all things programmed to alert you that that could be dangerous. And that's fine. Our reticular activating system and our survival is working. You're here. I'm here. Your viewers are here. We can applaud that part of our system that is working. It is keeping us surviving. But what I and the other teachers are saying is that you can program it for other things. You can program it for what you want. So if you do want more wealth, or you want the romance, or you want the health, or you want the house, or the job, or a spiritual awakening, or fill in the blank, you follow the same principles that have been used to keep you surviving, but you use it for these things that you would like to have, do, or be in your life. So let's go a little deeper and look at the law of attraction as it pertains to money. If somebody says, I want money for my business, that's a good reason to have money. But if they unconsciously think money is evil, they're not going to allow that money to come in. Why would you want anything evil in your life? You will not allow money to come in as long as you think it's bad, it's evil, it's going to corrupt you, it'll corrupt other people, it's tainted in some way. This is an unconscious belief that virtually everybody has. So the first thing I do to help people with this, and I want to help your viewers right now with this, is to realize that is a shortened biblical phrase. The longer phrase is, the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. Well, first of all, that's from biblical literature, so we don't know actually what was really said. It's been translated and retranslated, and we end up with this phrase, which may or may not be actually what was written down. But let's look at it even deeper than that. The wealthy people I know, including myself, the healthy, wealthy people I know, are not in love with money. They appreciate money, they use money, they leverage money, but they're not in love with money. That is a huge, massive difference. As soon as somebody realizes, oh, money is actually just a means of exchange that we've agreed on. We don't have to give goat skins in exchange for, milk or something at this point. The old barter system, now we have something called money. Well, it's not bad. It's not evil. It's paper. It's coin. It's nothing. It's a symbol for energy. And so I tell people that when you realize money is neutral, that you don't fall in love with it, but you use it. And what do you use it for? What you were just talking about, to fulfill your dreams, to build your business, to make something of service to people. Money enables you to do all of these different things. There was an author, Arnold Patton, who said this wonderful quote. I wish I had originated this quote. It's so good. But I always give him credit and I always repeat it. The sole purpose of money is to express appreciation. The sole purpose of money is to express appreciation. When I first heard it, I thought, well, there's bound to be an exception to that. And then I started thinking, well, when I pay any bill, it's for something I wanted. I bought a guitar here in London. It's like I wrote a check. I'm really grateful to have that guitar. I bought some cigars, I told you earlier, here in London. I wrote my check. Very grateful to have those cigars. When I pay my internet bill, or I pay a car payment, or I buy whatever it happens to be, I say thank you. Because the sole purpose of money is to express appreciation. This is an entirely new attitude that I invite people to take on. Because if they drop, change that. When they drop that money is evil, they can allow money to come in.
Right.
When they think that money is a tool for appreciation, now there's a sense of love and gratitude around it. But you don't love money, you use money. Into your life is what you are unconsciously thinking and feeling. So you can sit in your chair and visualize great wealth, and you can say, I'm going to have great wealth, and do all the affirmations consciously. But if unconsciously you think money's bad or money's evil, you're not going to bring it into your life. Or if you do bring some money, you will sabotage it and you'll get rid of it quick. This is why many lottery, I don't know what it's like in London, but over in the States, people win lotteries and they're broke. A year later, they win millions of dollars, and it seems preposterous that they'd be broke, but they've lost all the money. Why? Unconsciously, they still had beliefs that money are bad. So part of my teaching and what I wrote in the book, Attract Money Now, is giving people the awakening. Because just getting aware is going to take them down the road. Becoming aware that money's not bad, money's not evil, that you can use it to extend your dream and fulfill your life mission, opens them up to the idea that, oh, money is okay, I can allow money in. From there, they will then start seeing opportunities that were there all along, but they didn't see them because they had blind spots. Now the unconscious is opened up. It will allow the material to come into the conscious mind. Conscious mind will see the opportunities, and then the person who's having this experience, the leader of the company, the CEO, can then tell everybody around them, here's what we're going to do next. But it all begins on the inside. Subconscious mind is only operating from previous programming. And the previous programming from virtually everybody is about lack and limitation, fear, worry, survival. Naturally so. That we're just trying to live here on the planet. But what I and other people are saying is, look, you can not only survive, you can thrive. You can prosper. You can have an exhilarating life. You just have to do a little work. And the little work is about looking at your beliefs, because my rule of thumb is you change your beliefs, you get a different reality.